All right, welcome to Tantrum. I'm David.
No, I'm Gary.
And actually, I'm D. I'm Master D here
Yeah.
because I'm trying to get L in on the shot.
Yes, and his name was Blocking L. She's kind of dark.
Yes, so I had to make my name small. This is to accommodate all the cat fans in the audience.
You might have
No
to
other
roll her,
reason than that. Cats.
you might have to roll her closer. I, maybe because my screen's not so large.
Your screen
There you
sucks.
go. There she is. There's the girl. Yeah.
It's a very interesting cat made up the parts of many different cats.
She is the most striking cat I have ever seen.
She's a good girl too.
Full stop. She is a really neat cat.
Therefore, she has lots of pointy parts.
And she has pointy parts too. She's actually, of all the cats I've ever met, she's probably the that has the goodest spirit. That's not the word I'm looking for. She's a good spirited cat.
Yes. She's a very sweet girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you scored with that cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
don't get me wrong, Nico's a good boy too, but
yes, but she's a happy, cheery cat,
yeah.
and she doesn't get all up in your business. She likes to play a little bit. The only time she gets in your business is when she's hungry.
Yep.
And even then, it's just kind of like, puts her paws up and like, hey, I'm hungry. How about you feed me?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, here you go, food. Could you put it on the bed? Fine, here you go. Thank you. That's all I need. You can go now.
Right.
You served your purpose.
I'll ring the bell if I need you for anything.
That's right. Speaking of tariffs, I couldn't think of a good segue, so we'll just jump right into it.
Yeah, exactly.
So today it was announced that Colombia apparently turned back a military flight for the United States. And the president of Colombia basically said, hey, I can't force you from deporting these people out of your country, but if you're going to bring them here, you're going to do so with respect and dignity, and it's not going to be on a military flight, it's going to be on a commercial flight. Donald Trump, being Donald Trump, had a mantrum and said, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to impose 25% tariffs. Actually, he said, I'm imposing 25% tariffs. And if you don't do what I say within a week, it's going to be 50% tariffs. So he's found his new toy.
Yeah.
He thinks tariffs are the answer to everything. He's threatened Denmark with tariffs if they don't sell Greenland. He's threatened Putin with tariffs if he doesn't end the war in Ukraine. He's now using tariffs as a threat on Colombia. I'm sure I'm missing some places. But, it's interesting to watch. And what's also interesting, and Gary's going to share the Brazil story because I hadn't heard this one, is, go ahead and tell the Brazil story, then I'm going to jump in with another little analysis here.
Yeah, because so what I had read actually before the Colombia story, there you go, he sent a military plane with 88 Brazilian passengers to Brazil. And they were several of the people, I don't think all of them were, but some of the deportees were handcuffed. And it was a military flight, and I guess the HVAC system on the aircraft wasn't working properly, so the cabin was uncomfortably warm. They weren't offering any kind of water. People were passing out on the airplane. It's just the complete, once again, lack of respect and dignity of these people that he is deporting out of the United States. And then, his immigration czar is
oh God, that guy's terrible.
Yeah.
He's the one that put kids in cages.
Yeah. And I guess I don't know if they're targeting middle schools. There was something in the article about middle schools. I didn't quite read it carefully enough to kind of make the point, but they are definitely going to
They're trying to get the kids to force the parents to come out.
Mm.
They're not grabbing the parents and then having the kids, maybe stay with an aunt and uncle or a neighbor or something like that. They want to grab the kid, and then that's going to drag the parents out of hiding.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
really cruel. I mean, think about it. Which, if somebody was deporting your kid, you'd probably come out of hiding too, because the hell you're going to let your kid be taken away from you. You'd rather be out of the country protecting your child than, throwing them to the wolves.
Well, I totally agree. For me, it really depends which kid they took.
Right, yeah, I was thinking the same thing myself. And not your kids, my kids.
Oh, they took that one? Well, let me think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's I can understand that. I think I might deport him too, but I mean, come on, think about it. I'm sure mom and dad would have been very upset if they deported the younger of the two sisters. But if it was you or me, well,
Well, you got two of
they'll
them.
be all right. They'll figure it out. They might look good in a labor camp. Little extras will do good for
They need to learn to speak Italian.
exactly. Cento per cento. I mean, it's so so yeah, this is Trump's new cudgel. This is just what he's going to use. Oh, that's where I was going to go with it. You notice how all these country leaders in 2017 through 2020, if this happened, they would have said, we can't believe this is outrageous, but they would have complied. Now they're getting sassy against this guy. They have no problem speaking out and ridiculing him and humiliating him.
Yeah,
and
we're in the adultery room talking to the child.
Yeah, literally, it's almost like they understand that he really doesn't have that much power, and they're being insolent. Mm-hmm. They're being insubordinate. And when I say insubordinate, I don't mean like the U.S. is up here and they're down here. I mean, I imagine folks in the U.S. and the charge think that the U.S. is up here and Colombia is down here. But they're taking on this real sassy attitude. And, Trump's got nothing in his quiver to deal with that other than tantrums and apparently tariffs.
Yeah.
It's his only bullet until he imposes like 200% tariffs or something like that, And all that's going to do, it's going to send that U.S. economy nosediving into the ground, and you can't blame the Democrats for it. They'll do it anyways.
No,
but it's all on him.
Yeah.
Yep. So thank you for watching this video. We appreciate it. I'll let you lead off.
Like these videos, subscribe. We put out a new video every day.
Sorry for the long intro, but there's a lot of background information to cover. So why don't you start off?
No, I insist you start off because I got to go take the lid off of my bread here. Give me 1 second. Bread. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm going to look at just the general energy around. So apparently in Brazil, they arrived in handcuffs. Are you freaking serious? And what's happening with the U.S.? Let's look at the U.S.'s standing in the world as Trump does more and more stuff to undermine credibility and standing of the U.S. in the world. 6 of Wands is the foundation versus the 10 of coins, and the 7 of Wands underneath. Trump thinks he's found the winning formula. Threaten the world economy on this, and since the U.S. is the biggest player, he feels like he's got the advantage on every negotiation that goes on, which makes sense. When you're the biggest player, just kind of like Trump in his court cases, he just outspends these mom and pop shops. That's how he learned how to do this. And now he's got the full weight and value of the United States to throw his weight around. In the past, the Knight of Cups, the U.S. used negotiations, treaties, stuff like that to get what they wanted. But Trump doesn't believe in playing nice anymore. He believes in winning, and he's going to use economic might to do this. But again, there's a naivety here that if you think this is going to work, what's looming is you crashing your economy and the world economy all in one go. And you can't blame it because this is all your own messaging. You said you did this. You're going to own this. And the truth will come out. Basically, you've effed around. You're going to find out. And that's what's going to happen. As I said on my video that I just released at about 1 o'clock, which is almost now, which should be out there. anything you can do to put some bucks away, do so. If you can do anything to decrease some costs, do so. If you were thinking about throwing a $10 super sticker here, make it a $2 super sticker and save the $8, or just give a thumbs up and a comment. And watch the stupid ads at the first part. That's plenty. So hold on to your money and start saving up stuff, because inflation is going to happen because of these tariffs, and want to make sure you might have to simplify some things just to keep yourself comfortable and your head above water.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm only half joking about don't send the $10 super sticker. Really, just don't. If you really want to help the channel, just watch the ads on the front part. Thumbing up and leaving a comment helps the algorithm.
No, we need $20 super stickers. I need to buy beer.
Okay,
so are we going to see more of this pushback from foreign governments? Okay, got to get my deck the right side up.
Oh God! Solidarity, baby.
Don't you love it when you just only have to have a one card reading?
You don't have to really do much more than that. I think you've figured it out.
Yeah.
Hey, the other thing I would throw out there, Garf, isn't it nice when Spirit makes it real easy when they give you the simple button?
I don't have to work nearly as hard on this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, so sword of truth, sword of justice. This is a new beginning. You think you're a king, you think you can rule on us, you can't. You are not sovereign over us. The challenges, the Seven of Swords. You think you've got everything of value, and that you can just push us around, make off with whatever you want to make off with, and they're standing up for themselves.
Yeah.
Underneath it, they're looking at the decisions, future decisions that they make now, that are going to impact issues that impact the globe. Okay. In the past, King of Cups. I'm going to take this as more like what Dave was saying when you had the Nine of Cups. There was basically there were treaties, there were agreements, there were conversations where everyone kind of kept their emotions in check. We were all adults in the room, and we agreed on how we were going to approach these issues.
Mature adults showing mutual respect.
Yeah. The current energy is the Three of Cups. I think now that Brazil and Colombia have kind of pushed back, people are starting these countries are starting to celebrate this. They're like, hey, you know what? We can push back.
Hey, I got a word for you. A single word for you.
Yeah.
So if it fits, solidarity.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Totally. The Six of Pentacles. Interesting. You know what? You're not going to treat us like a couple of beggars and give us little charity while you keep the big money. You're thinking you're going to make big money on these tariffs and treat us like peasants. They have things of value. I don't know how much trade we do with Brazil or Colombia.
Colombia was like $32 billion between the two countries in 2022. So it's not an insignificant amount. It's not as big as Mexico or Canada, but it's not like $50 in a bag of bubble gum or anything like that.
Yeah, it's the overarching energy is we're looking at this. You're thinking you can lord your wealth over us and make us bend to your will. Lesson to be learned, smug merchant, the Nine of Cups, hope, wishes, dreams fulfilled. If you want to do this, we can't stop you, but at the same time, you got to be, like you said, you got to be respectful, and you are going to respect us and the people who are our citizens. It's also, it's also once again, it's that kind of solidarity.
Yeah.
They're feeling, hey, we've hit on something here. It's what's the definition of allies? People have a common enemy. You're going to start strengthening your relationships with these countries. There it is.
Yeah.
And if you don't work with us, we're going to collapse your economy. That what you're doing is not based on a strong foundation, and bad things are going to happen if you don't work with us. If so, basically, I guess what I'm seeing here is, since we're saying, are we going to see more of this? Yeah, we're going to see more of this, and this may be something that causes Trump's administration some very difficult problems.
Yeah, I think the overarching energy with that six of coins,
Yeah.
it's kind of curious, sort of like let's wait and see what happens here. Will Trump back off on the tariffs? Will there be some money negotiation? When I did, again, the reading that went up today, I got very similar cards. And what I could see happening there is that, can you picture a scenario where the United States is paying Colombia or Brazil like $10,000 per person that they deport to their country? Because what's in it for Colombia? What's in it for Brazil? If if let's say they deport 100 people and you give them $10,000 per person, so they're going to take $1 million to take these folks back, and then because otherwise, why would they do it? What's the incentive for Brazil to take these folks back? What's the incentive for Colombia to take these folks back? I could see the negotiation being that, okay, you know what? I'll tell you what. We'll pay for we will get the commercial jet. We'll lease the plane. We'll pay for the flight, and we'll take it out of the $1 million you send us. So that, Trump, and then, with that 9 of cups, then Trump gets the victory because he's deporting these people, and these other countries get the victory because they're still making about $1 million, and they've put them on a commercial jet, and they're not in handcuffs. They've been treated with dignity.
Yeah, then if I was the leader of Colombia or Brazil,
You'd get them right back in the United States to keep that money train going?
Exactly.
I don't know how they got back in there.
Put them on the next commercial flight back.
next charter a jet and send it right back over there and scatter them. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I mean it's encouraging to see the world leaders starting to push back.
Yeah, and yeah. It's causing solidarity throughout the world. You just need a common enemy, and unfortunately, we're choosing that role this time around.
Yay us!
Yeah, exactly. Hooray,
America! I'll be the one apologizing to some Colombian at Oktoberfest, 50 years from now about how we treated these poor people.
Yeah, no kidding. What's the future of Trump's tariff cudgel? Is this going to help his political ambition, his political future, or is he just going to crash the economy with it?
I can't see your cards. Make it bigger.
Well, maybe you should get closer to your monitor. So we're talking about the economy, stupid. King of Swords, double-edged sword. You make the choices. You impact what's going on there. Oh, God. I don't think this is him getting his way. He wants his way, but there's going to be an economic price paid for his immaturity. The world card, it's going to impact the world. It's going to cause nightmare and anxiety throughout the world. There's going to be attempts to reach out to him or reach out with the U.S. on stopping this. But, while there might be negotiations, people are going to dig in. They're going to dig in, righteousness, what's right versus what's wrong, and Trump trying to get, rid of brown people out of the U.S. Nobody wins in this, by the way. Nobody wins. But again, because with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, the sword is double-edged. You hurt your enemies, but you hurt yourself at the same time. And the longer it goes, the more likely people are going to dig in to their positions, and they're not going to want to retreat from their positions because it's about right and wrong at this point.
Yeah, that Four of Cups is to me, it's like Trump looking at, you still have an immigration problem, your tariffs aren't necessarily working, and the economy is tanking.
Right. The three cups that are there, and it's like, what are you going to do with this next one?
Yeah, it's just he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah, and I think what happens also with that Four Cups is declining returns.
Yeah.
Diminishing returns. Every time you use it, it's less and less effective.
Yeah,
it's the difference between 25% tariffs and 50% tariffs. Nobody's going to buy anything.
Right.
They're going to buy little at 25. They're going to buy almost nothing at 50. But you've gone from like 100% level down to 25% level when you hit with 25% tariffs, and then it's going to go down to like 5% level at 50% tariffs. That extra 25% got you a 20% decrease in market share.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, make it 200% tariffs, and it just goes to zero.
Yeah.
And then you go at 10,000% tariffs, it's still zero.
Yeah, it's just at some point we're going to pay off the deficit via a tariff. Apparently, that's the plan.
No, we're not. We're going to crash the economy via tariffs. Is what's going to happen.
Oh, that'd be good. Then we could all go to Bitcoin. Yay, digital currency. All right.
I got nothing else for you.
All right, me neither.
All right, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. I do appreciate it.
Absolutely. Give us a thumbs up if you like these videos. Subscribe. We put out a new video every day at midnight Pacific. Leave a comment. I read them all. Respond to many.
And we offer you something no other Twin Tarot channel offers you.
Yes, we drink beer on the channel.
Oh, I thought it was the 25% tariffs on all the other tarot readers channels.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, Libby. Start paying your 25% tariffs.
Yeah. Secret card.
Oh, see? Yeah. She's going to give us that 25% tariff. We'll be able to afford more beer.
This is how we're going to feel when we start collecting all that tariff money.
Juan Valdez just charged me 25% more for my coffee.
You better go to Starbucks and give them some extra money.
God, those Colombian beans.
I'll tell you. Have a wonderful day, folks.
All right, everyone. Have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video.